Так дать пацанам посчитать потери. Суммы нули погибают на сцене. Снова один, прогуляюсь без тени.
Yes guys, so last episode we tackled removing the intake manifold, injectors and all the other piping and stuff that was all in the way. Took a good look at the engine. So on this episode we're gonna try and remove the exhaust manifold. First removing everything that's in our way, meaning only that window washer bottle, so we can get to the exhaust manifold bolts. Enjoy guys. So after 30-40 minutes of trying to figure out how I'm gonna remove the last bolts of the exhaust manifold, I decided to give up and just go at it another day with another plan. So guys, like I said, I stopped working on the exhaust manifold and headed off to the headlamp that's hanging a bit. As you can see, loosening up all the bolts. I'm just trying to figure out where all the bolts are so I can remove them. But since this car wasn't an accident, it had a lot of glue on it, and trying to remove the parts from the glue or from the headlamp itself, from the frame, so that it doesn't break. So yeah, I finally get the headlamp off without breaking any more clips to it. So I'm basically just checking it out, cleaning it off, seeing what is bent, what is broken, what needs to be fixed, what needs to be modified. Checking out all the electrical systems that's in place, the spot lamps also, so that I can fit this headlamp properly. So here I'm just giving the fender and the wheel well a little bit of a tug so I can straighten it out a little bit more, so that the holes align with where it needs to be, so the headlamp can fit a little bit more properly. So I'm not really too worried about the best position, the proper position of the headlamp, as I'm currently first busy with the engine, and after that I will do the subframes and suspensions and the bodyworks. But that's after this car runs well and performs well. So I'm giving a tug on the bonnet and using wire, as a lot of the clips of this headlamp has been broken off due to the collision that it had. We bent the fender well, and the bumper and the frame. So I got a better fit on the headlamp, getting it more aligned. As you can see, it's not perfect, but it's a lot better than it was in the beginning. It works for me, so I'm practically done with it. Yes guys, so I'm sitting in the E46. As you can see, I couldn't get far with the exhaust manifold. I don't have the 12mm long socket. Yeah, so I moved over to the headlamp that was hanging off a little. I knew initially that this car was in an accident, but I just don't see that as a big problem, as the damage isn't that severe. So yeah, I'm gonna have to get 11, 12, 13 long socket so I can get that headers out. Luckily this car doesn't have the cats, so it's gonna be a lot easier getting that headers off. Or even though the power steering and aircon piping is in the way. Yo guys, so another day on the E46. As you saw last week, didn't get the tools, didn't have the tools to take off the exhaust pipe, but I actually got one. It's actually relatively cheap. It's a long 11mm socket that's used to get into the nuts. As you can see, the first header is practically loose. I think this is bank 1. Now I'm battling with bank 2. Problem that I'm currently experiencing is that the steering knuckle sits right in front of 3 bolts. So I'm gonna pop the socket onto the lower bolt, and as you can see, it is at an angle, at a downward angle, and there is no way I'm gonna get my ratchet in that spot. And that's the last, that would be the last exhaust port, and then there's still 2 at the back. So I might have no other choice but to lift this engine slightly to get to those last ports. Anyhow, so guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Yeah, I didn't make a video on the removal of the bolts and nuts of the header pipes. Yes guys, so final thought on the situation of the exhaust. There's no way that I'm going to remove that steering rack, that steering knuckle. There's no way. Then I can just unbolt 2 nuts and lift up the engine. So yeah, I'm gonna go that way. Yeah, that's probably something I will be doing next week, and then after that, then I will be taking a look at disassembling the top end of the car. So guys, I bought another socket and chopped off front end of it a couple of centimeters. So now it fits and I can get my ratchet in place. I propped the engine on a jack temporarily just to lift it up so I can get the space at the back where I can have my ratchet and socket in. Final unbolting the last bolt. There we go, last bolt is out. And then finally all the bolts and nuts of the edges are loose. Like I said, I need to give the engine bay a little bit of a vacuum, all the dust, dirt and debris that's in the engine before I remove the tappet cover. Okay, so the car's been standing a couple of weeks. We've had a little bit of a rain, so I'm just giving it a clean off all of the dust and all the dirt of the past couple of weeks, since I didn't really take care of the appearance of the car yet. So yeah, just giving it a little bit of a clean up off so I can look a little neater.
Above your fall, taking your place, I will destroy them all. My child, you are mine. Accept my sacrifice when they fly. As tears they fall, breaking the ground that breaks your fortress walls. I see them coming for you. They're coming, cunning. I rise above your fall, taking your place. I will defeat them all. My child, you are mine. Accept my sacrifice. That to hold your body firmly dressed in love. I like that. I stand aside, watch you run around, and I want you. The taxi rank is not the place that I'd hope to fall in love. I drive you home, you have to go, but I need you. I take it you're
So yeah, I'm just removing a black mark of the bonnet. That's probably of the front end that collision that it was in. Yes guys, so it's another day on the E46. Previous videos, and just now in this video you literally saw me giving the car a little wash quickly. So today I'm getting ready to go deeper into this engine. First thing to go is the tappet cover, so hope you enjoy. Yes guys, so just loosening up all the tappet cover bolts around the perimeter of the tappet cover, and then just heading off to the mid bolts that sits between the spark plugs. So as you can see, this tappet cover is slightly different as to the the M54, because this is the M52 TU. It's the M52 TU B25. So just loosening off the last of the bolts and then getting them off with my hand. As you can see clearly, I already needed to change this tappet cover gasket. So now we get to the wonders of the situation. And there we can have a clear view of the insides of this engine. It's approximately 100,000 kilometers of oil that's never been changed. Also, this car blew a head gasket, so sludge has been formed. So for the next couple of weeks, I'm just gonna try and decide if I do a recon or if I just change the head gasket and just do the normal service as I normally would. All the rubber seals have already gone hard. I need to recondition the vanos totally. I need to clean off all the sludge. I actually did expect this engine to be this bad. All the chocolate. If you could smell this engine right now. So for the next couple of weeks, I'm going to decide what I'm going to do, if I'm going to totally rebuild it or just repair what I need to. So we just put back the tappet cover and start thinking of a plan. Yes guys, so I'm back in the E46. As you saw, engine has major sludge in it, already has a blown head gasket. There's water in the cooling system instead of the antifreeze coolant that BMW suggests. So I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place. Do I now just fix what I need and try and get the sludge out with engine cleaner, or do I just do a reconditioning of the entire engine that's gonna cost me a lot of money? My thoughts, I would really love to recondition this entire engine, from the release bearing to the serpentine belt, including the cooling system, by the way. So on the next video, I would have made a choice already, and then I'll let you know what my plan is, how the disassembly is gonna go, and what I'm gonna do. Like I said, I'm not too worried about the body at the moment, since it's summer here in South Africa, and the body work is gonna take a lot of time, because I'm gonna try and do it as properly as I can and as best as I can. That being said, the engine's gonna have my undivided attention, and I'm gonna do the necessary steps after I decided am I gonna just fix the current problem, or am I gonna do a total recon giving me a brand new engine. So I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out guys, hope you enjoyed.